Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where our group is navigating the Gauntlet of Shar, deep within the Shadow Curse lands, attempting to complete a mission that Shadowheart has been given by her goddess Shar to obtain a weapon and use it to complete a ritual to become a Dark Justiciar. At least I think that's what's going on. We've completed 2 of the sort of gauntlets or tests or trials, the soft step trial and the I forget what this one was called, the image trial, the mirror trial. But we've done a stealth trial and we fought evil kind of copies of ourselves in here. So I recorded quite a few of these episodes in advance, and for the past week I haven't been playing on this save. I've been playing my evil save, which is very interesting, and a lot of things are happening very differently. In that one, my dark urge is getting on famously with Lae'zel, and her like storyline is very interesting. We haven't seen a lot of that in this playthrough because obviously she died very early on. But yeah, really interesting. A lot of different stuff happening, and so as we come back in here, I gotta reacquaint myself with this group of characters and their abilities. So bear with me if I make some mistakes here. In my Dark Urge playthrough, I'm playing a Storm Sorcerer, and like I'm twinning haste, and like I've got Astarion as a monk with Tavern Brawler and Potion of Hill Giant Strength. He's an absolute beast. Lae'zel's a very strong fighter, and then Shadowheart Respect is a life cleric, so her healing's insane. Anyway, getting back into what we're doing here. We need to continue onwards, completing more trials, making our way down this staircase towards the bottom to find the library and the item that was mentioned. Let's see if we can find it. Probably under companions. In order to become a Dark Justiciar, she must first acquire a weapon called the Spear of Night, hidden somewhere in the Silent Library. And obviously we are also looking for the Night Song artifact, or the weakness of Ketheric Thorm that makes him invincible. So we're gonna proceed. Tava, my paladin here, will lead the way. We've got Karlach, Astarion, and Shadowheart. Let's move out. Just taking a quick look at the map. That was the name of it, the Self-Same Trial. Yeah, okay. And we fought in this arena here. Okay. Alright. So looks like we didn't fully crack open the map there, but I guess that's fine. We will begin advancing.
A foul totem of agony, mounted with sadistic relish.
At this large statue of Shar here that we're navigating past, that's fine. As we make our way down, we've got another, looks like another trial here. What do we got over there? A skeleton? A couple of skeletons. Lots of dead folks everywhere in here. Nothing of value was lost. Alright, let's check the plaque.
Let's see what this does.
Her most sacred path.
Her most sacred path. Alright. Well, presumably there's another altar here. This is the Faith Leap trial. Okay. Not quite sure what we're looking at yet, but in the darkness here we can see there's like some water. There's a statue there. Alright, let's have Shadowheart approach the altar here.
Whatever it takes.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering. Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiates. This one would test their ability to navigate her sacred darkness.
Alright, let's offer blood. Poor Shadowheart's cutting a lot. She's got a lot of slashes on her wrist right now.
The Dark Justiciars were said to be sure of foot in even the darkest recesses of Lady Shar's embrace. I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will... I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me.
Just to remember where to step. Okay. So now there are some lights glowing around her and around these other creatures. And then there's like an aura of darkness around the lit statues. So I'm not quite sure what we're doing here yet. Let's gaze at the altar and see if we get some guidance.
Bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering. Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiates. This one...
Navigate the darkness to feel my embrace.
Okay, navigate the darkness to feel my embrace. I think we do this solo with Shadowheart. Let's head out and see what happens. Now, I don't know what happens if we... That's not water, is it? That's like... Is that chasm? Huh. So do I... Now that is interesting. So I wonder if that's giving us a hint. It seems like we can just walk on air here. So like if I... Oh, okay, it's the Indiana Jones deal. There's there's invisible... Oh, what happened there? Okay, so there's some sort of like invisible or glass path or something that we can walk on. But we did something wrong because we got teleported back. We don't have a like status condition. Are we emitting light right now? Oh, you know what it is? It's my passive. Sheds holy light in a 6-meter radius. Let's turn that off. That was already off. Are we emitting light? I don't think so. So I'm not sure what the what the trick here is. But we got out kind of far, and then we got like teleported back. I'm gonna jump into the darkness. Okay, so we got blinded, which is fine. I guess the trick is to have faith in her guidance.
A little help, please.
Oh wow, look at this. She got taken down to 1 hit point. So we did something wrong. Does she need... Youch. So what did we do wrong there? It felt like... Maybe we need to use a character with a much higher athletics who can jump from darkness to darkness. Yikes, that's pretty rough. So I guess we head back. Uh-oh, she just died. That is not good news. Okay. So, my, who's got a bunch of resurrection scrolls? I've got 4 here. That brings her back at 1. Yikes. She lost her elixir too. All right. Let's heal up a little bit. Let's get something going. How are we for short rest? We've taken 1 already. I guess we're gonna take another one here.
Nice little nap.
So what's the solution here? Who's got Tava? Do you have all the? You have a billion of these, right? Let's split this and send like 4 of these to Shadowheart for her to drink right now.
What am I to do?
All right, that gets her back to full. So, unfortunately, Shadowheart here doesn't have the greatest athletic score. I have a feeling what we need to do is go from darkness to darkness. So I'm going to try this again with Karlach. I think she's got the best athletics. And we'll see if navigating from darkness to darkness, like, fixes this problem. Okay, so she goes inside the darkness. And then we're going to have her leap all the way over to the other darkness and hope that whatever that line of, like, anger was, it doesn't affect her when she's in the darkness. Okay, so we've gotten farther than Shadowheart did, which is fine. I'm not sure where that line was that we kind of crossed that got us in trouble. But let's make one more leap here. So it's having her come out of the darkness and take a step forward. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt us or not. The same thing could happen to Karlach, which would be brutal. I probably should have waited on that short rest. Do I have a scroll that, or some way to like make her jump even further? Or I guess I could like Misty Step. Somebody somewhere has a scroll of like jumping. No, nothing. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do this and jump straight into the darkness here with as little outside as possible. No. She's immediately killed. Wow. That's horrific. Okay. Maybe we need a spell. Maybe we need a darkness spell here. Or is there some other way to blind ourselves? Well, we gotta go get Karlach's body. I guess we're doing this with Tava.
Interesting times.
She should at least be able to get to Karlach, I think.
Need to find a way forward.
Yikes, this is painful. Wait, what? Now what? Now why is Tava dead? Holy shnikes, this is brutal, you guys. Okay, so I'm doing it. All right, so I jumped from the wrong place, I think is the problem there.
Close at hand.
All right, we're definitely going to need to take a long rest after this. So we jumped out of the light, maybe? And maybe that's what happened? But we've been safe coming from here. Making the move from here. Maybe, okay, maybe it's knowing where the darkness is. Let's get over here. And then we came to here and jumped with Karlach, so that should be fine. Let me just check something. So that whole path is darkness. This whole path is darkness too, but we weren't able to make it. So jumping from darkness to darkness worked. We've got to res our girl Karlach here. Where's my... Man, we're burning through Revivify scrolls. Target is out of sight? Yikes. We might have to take her back to camp to revivify her. I can't revivify her because I can't see her. Oh boy. Does anyone have a scroll of darkness? I have an arrow of darkness on Tava. So maybe that works. How am I going to move Karlach? How am I going to... How am I gonna get her out of here? This is, I can't pick her up because she's too heavy. I guess we have to go back to camp and res her there. God. This test is pretty rough. So as soon as she stepped out of the darkness here to make her jump, she died. Does Tava maybe have a longer jump? No, she would have to do the same thing. So the only thing I can think... There's the statue here, but it's not lit up for her the way it was for Shadowheart.
No time to dally.
Huh.
Is that blood?
We've got to finish this trial somehow. So I'm going to try the Arrow of Darkness thing. Let's just shoot an arrow, like, right here. Let's actually step back a bit. And let's shoot an Arrow of Darkness, like, here, and hope that we can... Arrow of Darkness. I don't want... She has to step... Yeah, she has to step out of the darkness to shoot, is the problem. Or cast. Can I... Alright. Let me send one of these arrows of darkness to Astarion. Where did it go? I don't actually know. Let me send this to Astarion and see how far he can shoot this. Like, if he comes over right to the edge here, can he fire that far enough to put more darkness in front of her? Can he fire it? No, he can't fire it over here. He can fire it, like, here? Oh, no, look, he's moving to do it. That's not good. I'm not sure what to do here. It's a test of faith, trust in the darkness. Yikes. Maybe we can, maybe the mage hand, which is invisible? It got destroyed immediately. So we can go through here and then to here. And then as soon as we step out of the darkness, we get like insta-jibbed. Maybe a misty step? That's the only thing I can think of right now. Oh, I need to do that on Tava, maybe?
That's progress.
Does she have a misty step? Target is too far, not enough space. So there was also like the fact that it's a leap of faith. Maybe I can just walk? Maybe I'm not supposed to jump, but like it seemed like as soon as we crossed this threshold, we got wrecked. And if she dies, like we already can't get Karlach out because of the darkness.
I'm ready. Better take a look.
Another bowl. Another trial to judge the metal.
Navigate her sacred darkness.
Navigate the darkness to feel my embrace.
Navigate the darkness to feel my embrace. Is there something in this darkness that I'm missing? Something we can interact with, or... There is a skeleton here. He's just got a dagger. I don't know how to solve this one. Navigate the darkness. Like, as soon as I step off the edge here, it seems like you can jump, but Like, as soon as she steps off, she's getting destroyed. So it does feel like I need some other source of darkness here. Or I need to, like, blind myself. But I don't know how to do it. And I can't shoot the arrow unless I can see, right? Can I shoot it, like, right here? Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, I think... All right, that worked. Good lord. That was insane. What a tough challenge. All right, well, we've made it to the darkness. We can grab the Umbral Gem. Shadowheart is inspired. Did that lift the darkness over here? It did not. So we still have the problem of Karlach's body. Let's take the Umbral Transporter back. And, all right, there's another trial pass, but it cost us. It cost us dearly. We're going to have to take a long rest here. I guess we'll check in with Shadowheart.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
Aw, sweetie. All right, nothing to say about what's going on right here. Man, all right, we gotta take a long rest. You cannot fast travel right now. Yikes. Okay. We don't have lay on hands. We're going for a long rest. I don't think we're gonna see any danger between now and exiting the gauntlet, but let's just get Tava up. Just in case. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're gonna have to leave Karlach's body, unfortunately. We don't have anybody with, like, blind sight to pick her up or heal her. So we're gonna have to... Yeah, this is rough, man.
I've seen everything.
We cannot fast travel inside the trial. Okay, we can do it. We can do it from outside the trial. Or maybe I can... Okay, I can't take a long rest, I guess, but we can maybe... Where's Karlach? Alison, Thaniel, Will, Shadowheart, Gale, Owlbear, Cub, Scratch, Astarion. All right, I guess we got to go to Withers.
I should speak up.
Spend some gold to get Karlach back.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
I need to resurrect someone.
Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance.
200 gold. Wow, okay.
Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment. By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Okay, well, that sucked. That was a very tough trial. Very punishing for making mistakes. Since we're in camp, let me see if I can actually end the day here. Okay. We will take a long rest.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence?
Right, we ambushed the
It
Orthon.
returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shar, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Okay. I sort of forgot about this part of the deal in the interim, but yeah, we had he had appeared before us and pointed out the scars on Astarion's back and told him he would give him information about it if we dealt with the Orthon for him. Now, we accidentally got into a fight with that guy before we could ever speak with him, so we didn't have a chance to learn anything for him or learn anything from him or strike a deal or turn on Raphael somehow, so we might as well make the most of it. Stop stalling. Give us the information. You're lawful evil, but the lawful part is what's relevant here. You made an agreement, so you have to honor it.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
Wow. Yeah, so an interesting tale. He already knew Cazador wanted him, but now he knows if he gets his hands on him, that's that. Like, there's no more chances, right? There's no more delays. There's no more escape. If Cazador gets his hands on him, he'll complete the ritual immediately and ascend to this new form of existence, which will spell the end of one Astarion. So his reaction here is very interesting. I think I know what his response would be, right? Because we know Astarion pretty well. And his response would be, well, obviously I don't want that to happen to me, but it sounds like something I'd be very interested in doing myself. I'd like to become an ascendant vampire. Yeah, but is that all you have to say?
I was contemplating. It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do?
Let's see. So, from what we heard from Raphael, in order to complete the ritual, he has to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampire spawn. So we can't get on board with helping Astarion do that, not as Tava the Paladin. The best we can do is help him get free and make sure Cazador doesn't complete his ritual. So Cazador has to go. You'll never be free while Cazador lives.
I hate how right you are. I knew he wouldn't leave me alone, even when I was just another wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me.
Yeah. So given what we know, we can't, how do I put this? We can't take option 3 here. If he comes for you, I'll defend you, but we're not risking attack in his lair. Regardless of what happens with us and the Absolute and the Tadpoles, we now have another, like, an Ascendant Vampire sounds basically unkillable. It sounds like, you know, the new Emperor of Darkness for the next 10,000 years. So we've got to hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.
Interesting. Okay, so everybody's kind of messed up from the trials. We're gonna go ahead and take our long rest. We'll see whether anything happens in our sleep, and if not, we'll I'll do a quick video cut while I do all my next day buffing and elixirs and whatnot, and then we'll get back into the trials of the Gauntlet of Shar. Hopefully, there's no more instant kill trials. That was tough. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the video here. We'll be back in a second. All right, folks, welcome back. We're all buffed up and ready to go. One new trick that I found on this camp casting round. Our boy Halsin has the Freedom of Movement spell, which lasts until long rest and doesn't require concentration. So it requires a 4th level spell slot, but we're not using it for anything else. So Astarion, Karlach, and Tava all have freedom of movement. Movement speed can't be reduced by difficult terrain, spells or magical effects, can't be paralyzed or restrained. A fantastic buff. Unfortunately, even with his natural restoration feat, I could only cast 3 4th level spells with him, so Shadowheart doesn't have it. But everything else is set up. We've got our elixirs for the day. Tava's rocking Elixir of Vigilance. Shadowheart's got Greater Elixir of Arcane Cultivation for another level 2 spell slot. Astarion has Viciousness for additional crits, and this time I put the Elixir of Bloodlust on Karlach, so when she gets a kill, she gets 5 temporary hit points and an action. I think that's pretty good for her. One other thing I'm thinking about is, since we have Karlach wearing the Gloves of Dexterity, we might consider respecking her, just rebuilding her exactly the same, but dumping Dex, since she's probably going to be wearing these for the rest of the game. That would give us maybe another 2 points in Con, or we could maybe bump up her wisdom or her intelligence for saving throws. I'm not sure, but yeah, we're good to go. So let's head back out of the resting camp and get back into the Gauntlet of Shar.
Let's see what to do.
And the wrong person selected. Okay, so we're back to the Gauntlet of Shar. After thinking about it, I think what we were probably supposed to do here was use like a jump spell. I get the sense that we were going to be able to jump from place to place. It's only when we stepped out and lost the blindness condition that we died. So I think maybe another way to solve it, other than using that Arrow of Darkness, would have been to use a jump spell, but I didn't have a scroll of like long jump on me or whatever the spell is. And I didn't have anybody who could cast it in the party either. So I mean, we made it through. It was expensive. It cost us a couple of Revivify scrolls and a long rest, but we made it through. We solved it. Let's move on to our next trial. Let's see what comes up next. More skeletons without much on them of interest. One thing I did note is that we're getting a little full of, we're getting pretty full of things to sell, so we need to find a vendor fairly soon. But Volo's dead, so there isn't one at camp, and we're in the middle of this gauntlet, so we can't exactly fast travel around. Alright, so looking here, there's some sort of barrier here. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to get past it. This might be the main library that we're looking for, where we are looking for that spear for Shadowheart. Let's see if we can get past this. Can we move through this barrier? We can, but we're silenced. Okay, that's the silent library. So we may come back there in a moment, but there's maybe more trials here? Oh no, this is the elevator. Okay, so we've seen, I guess we've done the 3 trials where that's what there was to do. Let's go ahead and pull the lever here, see if the thing comes down. No, I think if we stand on this platform and pull this lever, we rise up, and then this one would call it down if it wasn't here. So let's head into the silent library. So if we're silenced, we cannot cast spells, which is troubling if there's a combat, but we'll see what happens. Let's take a look around. All right, so we do have Justiciars here, and they seem to be hostile. In other words, we cannot speak with them. Oh, because we're silenced. But perhaps they're not hostile. Maybe we just cannot speak with them. I guess the best thing to do would be to go up to one of them. The librarian here. What is this? It's a silence aura. Dark invaders use umbral tremors to travel the material plane. So this is the source of the silence. I guess we'll make our way deeper inside. If a combat happens, a combat happens. We won't have magic, but we have other tools at our disposal. Okay, so they don't seem to be attacking us. I feel like they would have seen us by now. Let's start investigating. We've got Teachings of Lost, Dark Justiciar over here. Let's take a look at this book. Oh, no, I was wrong. Okay, so we are in the middle of a fight. All right. So, we've got 2 soul hunters, a night weaver, an avenger, a night weaver, and then there's the librarian. So the librarian seems to be the source of the magical aura. Perhaps if we took it out, we could use our weapons. I guess we're doing this fight right now. Feels like we want to take out the librarian here. So it's resistant to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. Resistant to acid, fire, cold. Weak to radiant. That's good to know. Immune to poison, psychic, necrotic, and thunder. So in terms of radiant damage, do we have any way to do it? Because not like she can't cast spells. This just deals ordinary damage.
Where do I go from here?
This deals necrotic, cold, and acid. The morning frost.
There's blood in the air.
This deals straight piercing.
My word.
Yeah, we don't have any radiant damage. So, to open up here, I mean, we have the initiative advantage. All of us get to go first. If we race down here, though, the problem is we then become... we become... like, we're right in the center of all the rest of these guys. And I don't know what this thing can do in terms of... Now, the last time we saw an umbral tremor, it was summoning more creatures as well. I do think our priority here should be to take this out. Do we want to rage here? Well, if we have Karlach rage and go in to take this thing out, it's going to be tough. It's got 32 hit points. Now, we can put her passive on. Yeah, that'll add some damage. It should have very low AC, I would think. Yeah, 100% chance to hit. If we have Karlach take this out and she's raging, she becomes their focus, maybe takes a bunch of damage. That's probably helpful. Let's have her rage. And then we'll have her move down here.
Aye, aye.
And we'll have her do her attacks. Now, is there anything special I want to do? This inciting howl could be good. We don't need a reckless attack. We don't need to stun him. We just need to do damage here. So let's go ahead and attack the librarian. See what happens. Nice. 25. Now, why? It has slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning resistance. Oh, from non-magical attacks, but her weapon is magical. Okay, excellent. Now, will this count as a kill? Because we have the Bloodlust elixir on. Okay, that gets rid of silence, but it did not count as a kill. When it kills an enemy. All right, so whatever. That was an effect or something. I guess that doesn't really work for her. Let's move into range of this guy to put Wolfheart's Prey on him. That's good. And then that will let Astarion get sneak attack here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, do we want... What's his passive? Is that on? Let's turn Sharpshooter on. And let's come over here. Let's take our sneak attack. Now, why does he have disadvantage against the target? He should have advantage. What's an ordinary shot doing? Target outside normal range? That doesn't make sense. Okay, there we go. 65% chance to hit. Now we go for Sharpshooter, and we see if we take this guy out. Ah, that's a miss. That's really unfortunate. That's too bad. Let's have him bonus action hide, or cunning action hide.
No trace.
And end his turn. Let's see. Now for Shadowheart and Tava, what do we want to do? I guess we just go in and with Tava and get working. We could use a bonus action power here. What do we have available? Oh, I didn't put her shield up, and I forgot to dash with Karlach too. Oh well. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this particular save file. Stage fright is not super helpful because they're all spread out. Divine Favor could be good. Compelled Duel's alright. Hunter's Mark. Yeah, you know what? Hunter's Mark is fine here. Because we're going to be doing a lot of damage with our weapon. So let's throw a Hunter's Mark on this guy. And then let's go in and do some work. Oh, she doesn't have enough movement. Interesting. That's too bad. Well, let's get as close as we can with her, and then we'll shoot him a couple times, I guess. Perception failed? Something went on there. Well, let's shoot this guy. We don't need a crit here. Oh, he's got some resistances or something. Necrotic resistance, radiant vulnerability. Why did our... What happened there? 7 piercing, 2 acid, 2 necrotic, 3 psychic. Okay. Where's all that damage coming from? Acid, necrotic, and psychic. I can't remember. Oh, well, the psychic's from... No, that's not from this. Maybe ranged attacks don't count for Hunter's Mark. But what does she got? She got the ring for acid? Yeah, she's got the caustic band and the strange conduit ring. So she's concentrating on Hunter's Mark, so she gets the psychic and the acid from there. And then where did the necrotic come from? Is that from the weapon itself? Where does the necrotic come from? I really don't know, but let's take another shot. Why not? Okay, there's a nice kill on him. That's a good turn for her. We know radiant damage they're vulnerable to, so let's have Shadowheart come in and let's see. Well, we're not going to be able to get in with Spirit Guardians very quickly. Some of these guys are going to have ranged attacks. We could use... We've got 4 level 1 spell slots here. Or we could use... You know what we could do? We could use Sacred Flame. I don't think we need to burn too many resources for this fight. Let's come over here with her. Let's turn her passive on, I think. These guys aren't undead. I don't think. Remnants of the once living. Oh, they are undead. Okay, well, let's turn her passive on anyway. And then we'll throw out a Sacred Flame on... I guess this guy's in range. 26 damage. Very nice. And her Arcane Synergy kicks in. Okay, in terms of bonus actions... We have an extra level 2 spell slot, right? From Greater Arcane. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw out a Spiritual Weapon. Let's put it somewhere in the middle down here, because some of these guys are going to rush in. Let's put it, like, here. And it'll get its turn after these two. Okay. So I think this guy's ranged. Takes a shot on Karlach. She takes half damage. She can shield for the second hit. That's fine. Shadow steps over there. All right. Ooh, a crit on Astarion. That's not good. But only 6 damage on a crit, so that's not too bad. Now, why didn't I get my opportunity attack there? Do I want to use my reaction here?
I won't give in.
What else do I have? Psionic Backlash, Protection, Opportunity Attack, Shield Blow, Paralyzing Critical. Alright, let's use the Backlash here. We saved against whatever his spell was. Okay, this thing is up. Let's see, very unfortunate, can't reach anybody. They've got too much movement. That sucks. Well, they're going after our people. I guess we fly over here. I guess we just head for this one up here. That's the best we can do. That's too bad. Alright, the Avenger's gonna dash. Knocked her off balance. Saved against Beckoning Darkness again, that's good. Alright, Karlach is up. Remind me how off balance works. Disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and attack rolls against it have advantage. Alright, so that doesn't affect our ability to kill. What do we have here? Piercing Strike seems sort of useless. Let's just do a main hand attack on this guy. Wow! How did that miss at 84%? Okay. That's unfortunate. Now she's silenced. How did that happen? Oh no, because of her rage. We don't have a good bonus action here, so we're just going to end turn.
It comes easy these days.
Let's have Tava go to her Hunter's Mark. Where's her target? Where's the one that she had Hunter's Mark on? Where... Didn't she have Hunter's Mark on somebody? I mean, she's concentrating on it. I think it must have been this one. But I don't see it on him. Well, whatever. This is the only one she can reach, so let's go in and let's do some work.
Here we go again.
Okay, we do not need a smite. Oh, I have to reapply Hunter's Mark because he died. All right, well. Let's kill this one. And then we'll... You know what? Should we save this for next turn? Just in case somebody moves around or they blink or do whatever they're doing. I think that's fine. Let's end there. Now Astarion, let's have you hit this guy and kill him. Now, interesting. Why does he have disadvantage again? Too dark. Alright. Well...
Let's finish this.
Let's have Shadowheart come in and work on this guy. Do we want to use... this? We can blind him. I don't think we actually want to attack with that, but we want to come in here so we're next to him. Perception successful. There's a button over there. All right. With that in place, now he should be able to sharpshooter this guy. Wow, another miss. Yikes, Astarion, what's going on with you?
My faith will protect me.
Let's throw another Sacred Flame. Or do we want to do that? This guy, we're at 70%. Let's get this guy. Okay, that's a kill on him. We could turn undead with an action, but I don't think we need to. The episode's running long. Let me just finish this up. Opportunity spell, yeah. Nice crit. Fantastic. And he missed. Twice. Love that. Wow, Astarion is getting the raw end of the deal here. All right, our weapon here can come fight this guy. Almost killed him, but not quite. Brings us back up here. What are you gonna do? Okay, Karlach's up. Let's get the kill on this guy.
The hammer's gonna fall.
What? What? Oh, the game's thinking, I think. Okay, so now we get our second action. Can we get over here to him? We can. Let's take a reckless attack on this guy. Okay, that's him dead. And then I guess we take a shot over at him. That'll hit.
I wonder if this is worth it.
All right, this is the only guy left. Let's reapply Hunter's Mark.
Right then. What's the count?
And if we can hit twice, we should finish him off.
Cutting to the chase.
Very nice. Cold, acid, necrotic, psychic, and the bludgeoning. Hit him one more time. Yeah. All right, there we go. So, poor Astarion took a bit of a beating, but other than that, a good fight, and we'll call it here for today. When we come back, we'll explore the rest of the library here, hopefully finish up Shadowheart's quest, and make our way, I guess, out of the Gauntlet of Shar and on to Moonrise Towers. That's going to be it for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.